guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today, girl, we're playing with the Bronze Seduction palette from Pat McGrath. I finally decided on one. Went with Bronze Seduction because it looks like the one that I would use the absolute most, and just how freaking stunning is the unit carton. Oh my goodness. And yeah, this is the look I created today with the palette, purely first impressions, just seeing how it goes, playing and creating a look, and I am very happy with it. I think it came out beautiful. And yeah, we also tested out a few new other things. I have the Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury in the light shade. We try out some new brushes from Sonia Kashuk we play with today. So I decided to dig out a couple more Pat McGrath products to use today as well. I used the matte lip trance and the opal gloss, or opal lust gloss. So yeah, if you want to see how we got this look, here are my thoughts on Bronze Seduction, some new Sonia Kashuk brushes, and the Flawless filter from, or was it Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. Just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know some more products you want to see me try out, because I love trying out new products. It's just so fun. I get to kind of nerd out. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get into this makeup. We are playing with the Bronze Seduction palette today from Pat McGrath. I did it. I got one. I picked. That's what's really has held me up the longest, is just deciding which one of these beauties I was gonna get. And I settled on Bronze Seduction because it feels like the one I would use the most. Show you the colors here. Oh my goodness, look how vibrant this one looks. The reflect. Ooh, so pretty. I'm trying to capture that reflect in these two shades on the end because they are gorgeous. I mean, this is a color story I tend to go for anyway. Holy crap, the packaging, or this compact, I guess is what you call it, palette itself is so heavy. It feels like $125, okay? And the pans are huge, so that's awesome. The mirror has this beautiful beveling on it, which is gorgeous. I love that. Yeah, it's just a very pretty piece altogether. And I have not put it on my eyeballs yet. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm very excited. I don't even know where to begin. I'm so excited. It's just so pretty. I actually had it for like a couple weeks now, and I've just been like putting it off because I'm like, it's special. I want to devote time to play with this palette, and holding off on it because I want to enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. So full first impressions here. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is go in with the shade called Entrapment, which is a matte camel. And we're going to see how that performs in the transition. I'm going to use a rounded crease brush from Sonia Kashuk. I just picked up some new Sonia Kashuk brushes. I love her brushes, by the way. They're like Sigma brush good, very affordable. You can get big sets of her brushes at Target. I think you can only get them at Target. You know, she's got a new set out for, I guess, this quarter or whatever season. And they have some really nice eye brushes in it. And they're so soft. It has like a massive powder brush. They feel very heavy, very like luxe, and I've never thrown away a Sonia Kashuk brush. Like, they've lasted me. Like, some of my oldest ones are these purple ones here. I've had these for like 6 years now, I don't know, maybe 7, and they have held up beautifully. And they get washed constantly and used constantly. So yeah, I thought this was a nice investment. For $50, it was like 10 brushes, some face brushes, some eye brushes. I just thought they looked really nice, so I was including that here. So anyways, we're going to take this rounded crease, and we're going to take it on the brush, and picks up a good bit, not a lot of kick up in the pan. And we're going to bring this through the transition socket line crease. I've primized my Sigma eyeshadow primer, as I usually do. I have dusted a little bit of translucent powder over the top. Alright, wow, that was just so effortless. Instant crease shade. Wow, that's really smooth looking. I like that. That's nice. Very nice. So I'm just gonna blend that out in the transition, as I usually do. I gotta say, I do love the tone of this shadow. It's like that perfect transition shade. The kind of transition that I love is just colors like this. One of the reasons I went for this palette, because it does seem like the most well-rounded of all of them as well. One that I can just get multiple looks from and not have to pull for anything else. It looked very just perfect. And I am quite tempted by the two Divine Rose ones and the Subversive one. So it was a tough call, but I'm like, this is the one that I know that I will probably use the most, realistically. I mean, just the box that this came in is so damn pretty. I'm keeping it. It's gonna live in my background or something because it's just such a beautiful artwork. I absolutely adore Pat McGrath's aesthetic on all her products. I love it. I love the style. She has this beautiful mix of sophistication and elegance, very high-end feel with a touch of like whimsy and a little bit of a cyberpunk vibe to it. Like there's this very futuristic feel to her products, and I love that. That's one of the biggest things that draws me to it, is that beautiful mix of high-end luxury with a cyberpunk kind of undertone. It makes me think of the video game Deus Ex when like they show the more high-end areas and the bougier areas. They're very mix of kind of these beautiful antiques and stuff and very baroque looking with tech and just that juxtaposition. I love that. I mean, it's the kind of style I go for with my home. Okay, cool. I like that. I'm going to deepen it up a little bit now. I'm going to jump over to a tapered blending. I love this little tapered blending brush, also from Sonia Kashuk. I'm going to take the brown, matte brown here called Disobedient, I believe, and so you can apply that out here. One thing I noticed when I was swatching these shades, because I did do like some swatches, which you'll see, or have seen probably, they like stick. They stick to your skin. They grip on and they're there. They don't blend away. Like they almost stain in like a good way. It's something I haven't experienced with like these types of shades, where they just kind of linger and like adhere so well to the skin. Yep, that is such an effortless blend too. Definitely not struggling. Just tucking it right here in this outer V for right now. Just kind of flow over just a bit into the crease. Just a touch. These build really well and have really just perfect pigmentation. I took a little bit more of that first shade and just come around the edge a little bit. Blow it out some more. Make sure everything is looking blended, which it is. That was pretty damn effortless. I'm going to take a Sigma Precision Firm Blender and we're going to go into this matte purple aubergine, extreme aubergine, which is a very, very dark brownie purple type of shade. Put that on the outer corner. It's like a perfect deepening shade. It just looks so good with this palette. I think in some pictures this shade looks brown, but it's actually it's a really, really deep purple eggplant aubergine. And that blended really effortlessly. I just like to blend eyeshadows, so I take my time and enjoy doing it. I think I want to use the Guilty Pleasure. It's a metallic brown, taupey brown. I want to put that kind of on the lid most way. And I'm going to use a Sigma short shader for that. I think that would apply better with a finger. These are very kind of loose shadows. Like I feel like they just would perform best with a finger or a damp brush, just because of the type of formula it is. But it's so sparkly and pretty that it's okay. I mean, it's going on fine with the brush, packing it on. I feel like we'd get a lot of impact from it though if we dampened the brush. I like that color. That's a very like cool bronze. I'm just gonna dampen the brush just a little bit. Yeah, that does give it a bit more impact. Oh yeah, kind of makes it look a little more foiled. Nice, that looks good. Now I'm going to take the gold, or kind of bronzy gold here. It is called Bronze Blaze. And we're going to put on the inner part. Just going to pat it on. My initial application. I want that blend over into the lid shade. I'm going to dampen the brush. Ooh, there she is. Yeah, wow. When you dampen the brush, it's so vibrant. It's so sparkly. I love that. That is beautiful. My goodness. These shades do have such gorgeous shimmer in them. It's a very fine shimmer, but it's just very impactful. I love it. I love it. All right, cool. I'm gonna jump back to my precision blender. Just come right out here, deepen that up. I'm not getting much fallout either, which is nice. If I'm not getting much fallout, it's a good shadow, because I get fallout with just about everything, because I'm kind of messy. Cool. Alright, I like this. I'm gonna take just a little bit of the shade Astro Luna Gold. I want to put that kind of on the center of the lid. And I think I'll use my short shader for that as well. This is a very, very like loose, flaky kind of glitter type of formula. I'm just gonna pat it right in the center. Just gonna catch the light right there. I think this would do best with a finger because it's such a sheer topper type of formula. But good God, the impact. Oh my gosh. Yep. Good choice. Love that. That's so pretty. And just with a fingertip, it did that. That's so much impact. Like, it has fairly sheer base, but it's a very strong shift. Like, it's just pure sparkle. I'm gonna take a little bit more of my bronze. Just let that marry into it. Look at that impact, my goodness. All right, and take a little bit more of that first metallic. Gonna lightly blend everything. Cool. That's gorgeous. That's so gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna take a detail diffused crease, a little bit more of that aubergine, and just come right here with it. And a little bit of that darkest brown, just to find the crease just a little bit more. Rounded crease, transition shade. Just make sure that's looking super blended. Oh yeah, love that. I love that. Okay. The only fallout I have is the little sparkles, and that's it. So I'm gonna tie that up and put on my foundation and all of that, and we're back for some finishing touches and final thoughts. Oh, and the lower lash line. Duh. I just did my foundation and concealer. I used the e.l.f. CC Camo, what do you call it? Cream. The CC Camo cream. And I used the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I used the Sony Kashuk brush from that set. This is the stippling foundation brush. It applied the CC Camo cream so well. I find a brush really applies that product beautifully. Am I turning into a brush girl? Maybe. But I also really like this brush. It's so heavy and like just so luxe feeling. Like, it feels very expensive. And it applied the foundation beautifully. And then I also used the little concealer brush that come with it. I like this little angle shape it's got going on. I wish it was just a little denser, but it is quite a nice little concealer brush. Gets right up in those nooks and crannies, blends things out nicely. And then I'll go over it, really blend things out. And then I've just done my usual contour with the Fenty cream bronzer in amber. And before I set my under eye and my face, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. So I'm going to just pop this on the high points of my face and see how it goes. This is the lightest shade, I believe. Just going to pop it up here where I would apply my highlighter. Right in this region. Why am I putting my chin? Why do I do that? I hate that. And a little bit right here on the temple. I wonder if the Arc Beauty highlighter is similar. I'm really intrigued by that. I think Samantha Ravindell's new brand looks so freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh, she did an amazing job. Okay, I'm just taking a little, it's like a little tiny, I don't know, highlighter brush. I'm gonna use that to blend this out. That is blending into my skin and not looking, it's not darkening anything or really lifting up any product. Maybe a little bit, but not anything too bad. That does have a nice glow. I like that. I get the appeal. That looks really pretty. I don't know if it's gonna read on camera, but I like it. That has a really pretty glow. Like, it is like the glow my skin should have if I were super glowy naturally. I do like the finish of that. It does look very flawless. But she recently expanded the shade range, so I got the lightest shade. Okay, wow, that looks gorgeous. Look at that. Lit from within, healthy ass glow. Love that. Okay, very nice. Now I'm gonna set my under eye real quick with just a little bit of the By Terry Hydra powder, hyaluronic acid powder. I never can remember the name of it. I like this for the under eye and just setting like the T-zone. It does really nice. And boy, does it set your face and lock it in. But we're not gonna bring it over the highlight area too much or the whole face. This one I really like just focused in that T-zone area in the under eye. I've been testing this one out for a while too. Overall, I've been enjoying it. It really does set your makeup so well. Like days that I use this all over my face are the days that my makeup does not budge. You can even see the glow from that highlighter through the powder. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, and on the rest of the face, I'm gonna take my number 7 powder. As usual, I'm going in with the Translucent Perfect Light one, I believe. Yes. And I'm going to do that on this big, glorious blush or powder brush. Look at this. Oh my god. She also had like 2 sets, so you could get just the face brushes or just eye brushes. I bought all of them. But oh, this brush is so, look at this thing. It's massive. I love it. It's so heavy. This is a large powder is what it's called. So I'm just gonna dibble dabble right on into my number 7 powder. This is the pressed Perfect Light powder. And just bounce that around the rest of the face. Just to kind of get everything nice and set down. I love that I can still see the glow of that highlighter. It doesn't look frosty. It just looks very natural. I love, love, love this big ass brush. And for blush, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Oh wait, we need to do contour. No, bronzer. Got a new bronzer. And it is a bronzer that is so old. It is the NARS Laguna bronzer. I have never used it, and this was the birthday gift this year from Sephora. And it's just a mini, and it's super cute, and we're gonna try it out. And I'm gonna take this on the Sonia Kashuk Tapered Powder, which I think is a good bronzer brush. And I'm gonna bronze it up here. I really have no idea how this tone will look on me. I like this brush because it's so soft and floppy. It doesn't over apply the product, so I can't like turn myself orange, you know. That looks nice. I like that. That actually looks pretty good. I don't know what like I said, I wasn't a bronzer fan until I tried the Hourglass one. I just didn't think bronzers were gonna be for me, but the tone of this one, Laguna, is really nice. I dig this. I definitely do. It's not orangey. It's just really nice, warm. Just give some warmth to the face. I dig it. Okay, cool. And it comes with the lip balm in Laguna as well. I really like the lip balm also, but not for NARS prices. I mean, it's just a lip balm. But it's a good lip balm. Let's get to that lower lash line. I'm gonna take that transition shade Entrapment. Okay, I'm gonna take what brush even is this? This is a Beach Cosmetics like smudgy brush. And let's run that along here, all across the lower lash line. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna jump to a smaller brush, a little more concentrated. We'll take a Morphe 152 into the deeper brown. Focus it a little bit tighter. And let's take a little bit of Aubergine right out here. Let it join up. Lastly, we'll take some of that bronze. What is she called? Bronze Blaze. And we'll kind of pop that in the inner part here, kind of mimic what we did on the upper lash line. And let's take just a little bit of that Astral Luna Gold and kind of put that in this middle there. Again, this is also a damp brush, just to control it. That looks so cool. Alright, on the brow bone, I'm going to take a little bit of this shade called Skin Show Divine Glow. I'm going to take that on a little Sigma blending brush just to highlight. Ooh, that is a gorgeous brow bone highlight. Ooh, that's pretty. That'd be such a pretty face highlight. I might just use that as my face highlight today too, because that is such a pretty color. I've got this little highlighting brush from the Sonia Kashuk set. And I'm going to dip that right into that eyeshadow shade. Oh yeah, perfect. My goodness, that is a gorgeous shade. It kind of reminds me of the swatches I've seen of the new ABH Ice highlighter, which I'm not mad at that highlighter. I kind of, there's a part of me that wants it. I'm gonna go back to my little tapered powder brush and I'm gonna use Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Blush Duo in Buzzkill. And I'm just gonna swirl mostly into the buzz side and maybe a little bit over into the more highlighty side. Just hit the back of the cheekbones up here. Like I'm dipping to both, but I'm focusing more on the pink side or peachy side. And I'm probably gonna do a little bit of liner along the upper lash line, just a touch. I think I'll just use this is a brow brush from the Sony Cash Accents. It's just the first thing I grabbed. I was like a little bit of that aubergine and just, oh gosh, that mirror is dirty. Oh, it's got the plastic on it. Alright, and just gonna press that right here. I've not in the mood for eyeliner lately. I don't know. I've just been doing this and liking it a lot. Alright, I'm gonna pop on some mascara and we will be right back. Okay, now let's do the lips. I'm going to, I touched up my brows, put on some mascara. I use the Honest Beauty double-ended mascara. On the lips, I'm gonna take Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame lip liner. Not gonna sharpen it apparently, just go right on in. Okay, and we're gonna take Pat McGrath Matte Trance Lipstick in the shade Flush 3. And we're gonna top that with Pat McGrath Lip Gloss in the shade Dreamscape. And this is the look all complete using the Bronze Seduction palette from Pat McGrath. Okay, so my verdict on this palette based on first impressions, first time putting it on my eyeballs, really nice, very nice, enjoyed. Love, love, love this shade right here. The Luna, Astro Luna Gold. Oh my god, is that gorgeous. Really enjoying the shimmers and metallics. The mattes blend like an absolute dream. Love them. So overall, I'm very happy with this purchase. Is it a lot of money? Oh god, yes. The packaging though is very incredibly luxe that I don't think it translates on camera. It's just something, when you touch it and feel it, you're like, oh yeah. I see why that costs so much. And I know it's only, what, 10 eyeshadows, but they're really, really nice. Really nice. So look out for another look coming with this palette because I'm enjoying it very much. The Sony Cash brushes performed absolutely beautifully. If I can get the lipstick off my teeth, that would be great. I highly recommend that set of brushes. I'll link them below. It's not going to be an affiliate link or anything. It's just so you can see which set it is. What else do we use? Oh, the Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. Also really enjoyed that. I think that has such a beautiful, beautiful finish. I get why this is so popular. I really like the way it looked on my skin. And I look forward to trying it in new ways, like under foundation and all that. I feel like the glow came through even with, after setting my face with powder, it still looked glowy, so I like that a lot. And yeah. That's about all for today. Thanks for hanging out with me and playing in some makeup. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye.